In travel news, for October 25th, 2024, we cover Boeing's extended machinist strike affecting flight availability and airfares. France wrapping up border controls with Schengen neighbors until April 2025, and Japan's record-breaking tourism spending, which reached $39.27 billion in just the first 9 months of the year. But before we begin, I'm Brandon with the Adept Traveler, an award-winning travel agency that makes travel so easy. Even a blind traveler like myself can do it. And now, Today in Travel. As the Boeing machinist strike continues, the aviation industry faces significant disruptions, with impacts being felt by both airlines and travelers alike. While Boeing's production lines remain halted, the consequences for future air travel range from higher airfares to fewer flight options. With Boeing struggling to meet aircraft demand, the travel sector is poised for turbulence, especially as the holiday season approaches. Boeing's machinists, representing thousands of workers across Washington, Oregon, and California, have rejected a recent labor agreement proposal that offered a 35% wage increase over 4 years. This decision ensures that the strike will continue, extending the halt in production of several key aircraft models, including the popular 737 MAX. With production at a standstill, Boeing is losing approximately $1 billion per month, a blow compounded by already existing financial struggles. The company has experienced a series of setbacks, including the grounding of the 737 MAX for nearly 2 years and multiple quality control issues that have eroded trust in the manufacturer. The ongoing strike, now the first machinist walkout since 2008, is putting a significant strain on Boeing's operations. With airlines such as American Airlines, United Airlines, and Alaska Airlines depending on Boeing aircraft to expand their fleets, delays in production will ripple through the entire travel industry. For travelers, Boeing's production delays could translate to fewer available flights and higher ticket prices. As airlines scramble to cope with the shortage of new aircraft, the demand for operational planes is rising. As a result, travelers may find it harder to secure seats on popular routes, particularly during peak travel seasons such as the upcoming holiday period. Moreover, airlines that rely heavily on Boeing 737 MAX and 777 models are facing additional operational challenges. Reduced deliveries means these airlines cannot expand their fleets or replace older planes as planned. This creates a supply bottleneck, increasing the pressure on existing planes and potentially leading to more frequent maintenance issues and cancellations. The situation is exacerbated by supply chain disruptions, which are affecting the timely repair and upkeep of current aircraft. With essential parts in short supply, more planes are grounded for repairs, further limiting flight availability and driving up ticket costs. The ongoing Boeing strike is creating a range of challenges for travelers, many of whom will likely experience higher airfares and reduced flight availability in the coming months. As airlines deal with the shortage of planes, the demand for available seats will rise, leading to increased prices, especially on busy domestic and international routes. Those planning to travel during peak times, such as the holiday season, could find themselves facing significantly higher costs for tickets with fewer flight options to choose from. For travelers relying on airlines that use Boeing aircraft models such as 737 MAX and the 777, the production delays could mean increased uncertainty around flight schedules and more frequent cancellations. Airlines may be forced to adjust their schedules or reduce the number of flights on certain routes to manage their fleets more efficiently. This could result in last-minute changes, making it more difficult for travelers to secure their flights that they need. To navigate these potential disruptions, travelers are encouraged to plan ahead by booking flights early and being flexible with their travel dates. Monitoring flight schedules closely and staying updated on any changes can also help minimize the impact of these production delays. Flexibility and adaptability will be essential for avoiding disruptions during this period of uncertainty in the aviation industry. Beyond the immediate effect on air travel, Boeing's strike highlights larger vulnerabilities within the aerospace industry's supply chain. With key suppliers also facing disruptions, the delayed production of aircraft not only affects airlines, but also ripples through associated industries that depend on Boeing's business. This strike, coupled with the manufacturer's ongoing financial troubles, raises concerns about Boeing's ability to meet future production goals. While the company has secured a $10 billion credit agreement to support its operations, the long-term recovery of its manufacturing lines remains uncertain. For airlines as well as travelers, the extended labor unrest could lead to prolonged disruptions in the air travel market. Boeing's extended strike will continue to shape the air travel landscape in the months to come. Travelers should prepare for potential disruptions, including higher fares and reduced flight options, especially as the holiday season approaches. Those planning international or domestic trips should book early and stay informed about flight schedules and cancellations. Flexibility is key for navigating the uncertain air travel market created by Boeing's production delays. While the strike will eventually end, its impact on the aerospace industry and travel market will likely linger well into 2025, reminding travelers of the intricate relationship between aircraft manufacturers and the overall travel experience. France has announced that it will extend internal border controls with its neighboring Schengen countries until April 20th, 2025. This extension comes as part of heightened security measures introduced in response to growing concerns over public safety and terrorism threats. The new set of border checks will come into effect on November 1st. They will affect travelers entering France from neighboring countries such as Belgium, Spain, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Germany, and Italy. Normally, travelers within the Schengen zone can cross borders without having to go through passport checks. However, citing security concerns due to heightened terrorism threats, France has opted to extend its internal border controls, which were originally set to expire on October 31st. The new measures will remain in place until April 20th, 2025. Travelers passing between France and its neighboring Schengen countries, such as Belgium, Spain, Luxembourg, Switzerland, Germany, and Italy, should prepare for increased border checks, requiring visitors to show their passports. While these additional checks focus on France's Schengen borders, travelers entering the country from non-Schengen countries, such as the United States, will see no change to the current procedures, as passports and customs controls are already in place. Similarly, the new rules do not affect requirements for passport stamps or the 90-day maximum stay for non-EU nationals traveling within the Schengen zone. For travelers planning trips to France from neighboring Schengen countries, the extended border controls are likely to lead to delays, particularly at land border crossings. Those entering France by car or bus from countries such as Germany and Belgium should expect longer wait times as security checks are ramped up. This mirrors what is happening at the German border, where increased checks have led to traffic jams and delays for travelers. Land borders are expected to be the most affected, as long lines and traffic bottlenecks are likely to form due to the enhanced ID checks. Travelers flying into France from any of the 6 bordering Schengen countries may also face increased security procedures, but can generally expect less disruption compared to those crossing by road or rail. Increased security checks are becoming more common across the Schengen zone, with countries such as Germany, Austria, and Slovenia implementing similar controls. These temporary measures are permissible under Schengen rules, particularly when national security is involved. For those planning to travel into France during this period, flexibility and preparation are key. Travelers crossing into France by car or bus should allow extra time for potential delays and plan their journeys accordingly. It is advisable to carry proper identification documents, such as a passport or national ID card, and be prepared for additional checks, particularly at busier land borders like those with Germany and Spain. Air travelers should stay informed of any potential changes in security procedures at airports, though disruptions at these entry points are expected to be less severe than at land borders. Additionally, travelers who have connecting flights in neighboring Schengen countries should allow extra time between flights to accommodate possible delays at security checkpoints. For those planning to travel during the holiday season, booking flights early and monitoring border control updates will help mitigate the impact of these disruptions. Staying flexible with travel dates and routes could also help travelers avoid the worst delays. The extension of France's border controls highlights the evolving security landscape in Europe. While the new measures are meant to safeguard public safety, travelers may face longer wait times and increased disruptions, particularly at land borders. For those planning to travel between France and its neighboring Schengen countries, the key is preparation. Booking trips early, carrying proper identification, and allowing extra time for border crossings will help mitigate the impact of these new restrictions. From a broader perspective, these increased border controls underscore the importance of flexibility in travel planning, especially as security concerns continue to shape travel within the Schengen zone. As other countries such as Germany and Austria implement similar measures, travelers should remain aware of potential delays throughout the region. Ultimately, staying informed and adapting to changing travel conditions will be crucial for navigating this period of heightened security. Japan is experiencing a record-breaking year in tourism, with visitor spending surpassing all previous annual totals in just the first 9 months of 2024. According to new data released by Japan's National Tourism Organization, the country has seen an economic surge as travelers flock to its cities and attractions, spending a staggering $39.27 billion or 5.86 trillion yen through September. This sharp rise highlights the robust impact of tourism on Japan's economy, particularly in light of the yen's weakened value. The rapid rise in tourism spending through 2024 is a clear indicator of Japan's booming travel sector. In just 9 months, international visitors have spent more in the country than they did in all of 2023, which itself was a record-breaking year. According to the Japan National Tourism Organization, the total visitor spending throughout December reached $39.27 billion, or 5.86 trillion yen, significantly surpassing the 5.3 trillion yen recorded for the entirety of the previous year. Tourism in Japan is classified as an export in the country's national accounts, and it is rapidly rising to become the second largest export sector after automobiles. This increase in tourism revenue has now overtaken Japan's electronic components industry, further emphasizing the economic importance of this sector. Several factors are contributing to Japan's tourism success in 2024. One major factor is the weakened yen, which has made Japan a more affordable destination for travelers. With favorable exchange rates, visitors find themselves able to spend more on accommodations, experiences, and shopping, further boosting the local economy. Additionally, Japan's cultural appeal, from its historic landmarks and world-class cuisine to its unique blend of modern and traditional attractions, continues to draw in travelers from across the globe. In fact, the average visitor is now spending 223,000 yen, or approximately $1,484 per trip, underscoring the high demand for Japan's tourism offerings. Notably, travelers from Italy top the list of big spenders, followed by visitors from Spain and, surprisingly, Russia. These travelers are contributing significantly to the record-setting figures, with many opting for extended stays or high-end experiences that increase their overall spending. For travelers, Japan remains a highly desirable destination with a range of attractions to suit different tastes and budgets. However, the rise of visitor numbers and spending has its challenges. With over 3.29 million visitors recorded in July alone, the highest number ever seen in a single month, popular tourist spots may be more crowded than ever. Travelers should plan their trips well in advance, particularly for peak travel periods, to guarantee accommodations and avoid long lines at major attractions. On the upside, the favorable yen exchange rates continue to make Japan an affordable destination for many travelers, allowing them to enjoy more for their money. From luxurious shopping districts in Tokyo to traditional experiences in Kyoto, the country offers diverse opportunities for visitors to maximize their budgets. The economic impact of Japan's tourism industry is far-reaching, with visitor spending now accounting for a significant portion of the country's export revenues. Tourism spending has now overtaken Japan's electric component sector, a reflection of how vital this industry has become for the country's economy. If the current trends continue, tourism will solidify its position as Japan's second largest export industry after automobiles. In addition to boosting the tourism sector, the influx of international visitors is benefiting local businesses, from hotels and restaurants to cultural attractions and transportation services. The increase in visitor numbers is also prompting expansions in infrastructure, such as airports, public transit, and accommodations, to better handle the rising demand. Japan's ongoing tourism boom is reshaping the country's economy and travel landscape. For travelers, this presents both opportunities as well as challenges. On one side, the favorable exchange rate makes Japan an appealing destination where visitors can enjoy a wide range of experiences at competitive prices. On the other side, the influx of travelers means that popular destinations may be busier than ever. To make the most of a trip to Japan, travelers should plan ahead, especially when visiting during peak travel times. Booking accommodations early and being flexible with itineraries can help avoid the downsides of overcrowding. Additionally, it's wise to take advantage of the current favorable exchange rates to enjoy luxurious experiences that might otherwise be out of reach in other destinations. As Japan continues to break tourism records, its economic reliance on the industry is becoming clearer. Whether you're a first-time traveler or a repeat visitor, Japan's unique blend of cultural experiences, modern conveniences, and affordability make it a must-visit destination. Today in Travel is brought to you by The Adept Traveler, an award-winning travel agency that specializes in making travel easier for everyone. From the novice to the expert, from the able-bodied to the disabled traveler, it's our belief that everybody deserves to travel better. Until next time, travel well, my friends.